Hello, a warm welcome here today to Conny decorating, and of course with heart and with a lot of heart. Today, again, Micha the cameraman. Exactly. And this is our Advent table decoration. An Advent table decoration, yes, for any dining table, living room table, or even a sideboard, a bit longer on a tray, but all very natural, with natural materials. And dear ones, if you want to know how this decoration works, stay tuned, because we will show you now. And this is the base for our Advent table decoration. I have this tray here, which is relatively long and has been used repeatedly, especially outside during the summer. It has a bit of a vintage look and fits quite well today because I have a small support again, namely some old roots. I have disposed of the fluffy heather. I will dispose of it and take the roots. Then I will have some cut greenery. Fir greenery, I have thuja and also a bit of fir. I need to take a look. Pine, I have that under me now, but I will say more about it while decorating. And I would say simply 2001 we start. I take my trash bag here again and cut out the number. Just take a look at what width you need. And especially here with wood, it's quite good if you can lay it out a bit as protection, because we also have a bit of moisture involved. And I will just cut this to size and lay it out. I have taper candles today that I would like to include in the decoration. It should be an Advent arrangement, and I have 4 of them. I have now just found this clay outside, and I think I will take 3 pieces and position them here. I still had 2 dry root balls, which are also super dry. I put the others in water so they can soak up properly. And I will go ahead and place the 2 of them into the pots here, because for me that will be a great support later on. Unfortunately, I don't have enough, so I will see how we do this later. Now I take the moist root balls, which get soaked relatively quickly, especially the fluffy heather, which is not winter hardy at all. I have just placed it in a water bath here, and it will go outside into the garden shortly, along with the pill bugs, and then we will decorate with it. Then I take a piece of binding wire, grab some moss, place it underneath, and now I take the root leg and beautifully cover it all around with moss. Go around once, pull it tight, again, so, and now you can still add a little more so that we have dressed it up nicely. If I cut the wire, I just stick it back into the moss ball. I'll just say that for now. You can shape it a bit the way you want, and I would like to just place it in between here, and then you can take a look right away. I have 3 pieces, and I'm considering how far apart to place them between the pots. I'm now going to use the remaining moss I have as a little filler and place it on top of my pots. So you can definitely add this here wonderfully as well. Here's also this little fiddly stuff, which I'll just go ahead and add on top. Now the beautiful fir greenery, whoosh. Here we have a bit of thuja from the tree of life, a bit of pine here from our fir right by the terrace, and now you can arrange it wonderfully as you like, or with the materials you have. Simply cut with the scissors, sharpen a bit with the knife, you'll be able to get in there better, and of course be careful. And now you can see here, let me show you, make a little space here, wonderfully. Go into your rooting aid and stick it into the root. This is of course optimal now. They are nicely moist, which means the fir also has a good water supply and keeps it wonderfully fresh. I am a fish. Until next time.
Feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. 1,000. And that's why I want to sing about Christmas.
So now you can really make it beautiful. I always love it to be wild and really nicely arranged. I have already started with the fir tree that we have here on our terrace. I noticed that it can be a bit difficult to get this in when the branches are a little thinner. Then I managed to find a spot that is a bit more porous, but you can also work wonderfully with wire. Just wrap a bit of wire around and then simply fix it here in the sticking aid. And I'm going to arrange this nicely everywhere again. Now you can also go up nicely, which is of course wonderful. Of course be careful, as this will involve the candles that will be placed here later. It's a good idea to check that you leave enough space when sticking things together so that nothing goes wrong. So we're done. We've arranged everything nicely and wild, also created a bit of height with the thuja, and I really love the little cones here. Well, I personally really like it, and it also smells fantastic. What I want to do now is make small trees, and I have found these old limes here, which are still from last year. Maybe you also have apple slices or orange slices, which are of course fantastic for these little natural trees. And now I am carefully putting the slices onto my wooden skewer and evenly.
Reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing.
Then I take the hot glue, grab a cone. You can also use the elongated cones. They are always wonderful as well. And now I apply a good amount of hot glue on top here. Now place this here and press the slices up carefully and gently. Hold it for a while and fix everything together. Then I simply and very carefully pinch off the rest of the skewer here and gently look for a place where I can stick the little tree on. We still have two such beautiful ornamental balls, I would just say, this type of cones. And we thought we would just add these in here as a little, well, they are indeed nice Christmas hangers, and we thought they fit quite well, and two pieces are enough since they are relatively bulky and large, so we will just place them in there. Then we have a bit of space left on the sides. I find these natural cones quite nice, and I would just like to place them under the fir tree. And now I will just have about 3 or 4 trees here. And I would like to use this again here as a filler. I will pick up the cone again because I didn't have a sticking aid here. Here I would simply add the trees again. You can also use other moss or other fillers. Here with the wire I have shortened it a bit and have just lit a candle. You can now gently heat it a little by the candle. When it is nice and hot, carefully go here into the candle and insert it at the bottom. And then you can wonderfully go in here with the wire into our root structure, I would just say, into our support, and it holds very firmly. For these candles, I would go right in the center. Be careful, otherwise it can quickly tear here, and then it won't look so nice. It won't be noticeable here because it is relatively rustic and dyed through. And when it comes to candles, it's always good to use 3 or 4 wires to make sure they are nice and secure. And I will also secure the other candles here again. Maybe you also have candle holders and stands, but we didn't get any from Hoffackers. They are still on the way. I hope they arrive in time. That's why I had to work with the wire today. It worked really well, even here with the roots. And now I have 2 natural colored coconut stars, and I would just place them on the fir tree. A little hot glue on it. On the other side, I will add 1 more. We are done. Completely natural. I also have a few star anise here. You can simply place them on top of the moss again. Then you have a little natural eye catcher here as well. Dear ones, we really hope that we could inspire you today with this Advent decoration. We would, of course, appreciate a thumbs up, right, Micha? Exactly. Exactly. It's really becoming, yes, quite beautiful now. I think you can already feel the winter atmosphere, especially now that it's a bit colder. And yes, we are already looking forward to the Christmas season. Dear ones, stay healthy, feel embraced and hugged. Your Conny and your Micha, your cameraman, exactly. See you then. Bye. Bye.
When is the time to be here again? I'm happier here. My winter wonderland. I'm walking around making small talk with people that pass by, and I enjoy seeing everyone having a good time.